to save 40% in engineering design time using automatic reporting and documentation within the EPLAN platform. Does sound too good to be true, right? But first, I would like to take one step back and ask you to think about this statement throughout the webinar. Can your CAD do this? Now, many companies are still using basic CAD drafting packages for their electrical engineering design, or have upgraded to the electrical package of these CAD-based software, but do not either invest in training, or these packages are just a little bit more robust than the CAD software you were using previously. Now, many of these packages are for drafting, not designing. There are a lot of mundane, time-consuming tasks that are not done automatically, causing the project to take more time, more likely for errors. So I'd like you to think about a couple of these simple questions as we go through the presentation today. Does your current software automate your time-consuming tasks, such as wire numbering, device tagging, cross-referencing, and even checking for errors? Or, I'd take it one step further, and does it prevent you from making errors? Will your CAD software let you create and store unlimited, simple, complex, and even scalable macros with ease, and update them automatically? Well, EPLAN can. With EPLAN's robust database-centered platform, you can automate many different areas within your design. So no more drawing a line from one point to another. No more numbering your wires individually. Or when you add a page, you do not have to remember to manually update all of those wires. In EPLAN, it is done automatically. Here at EPLAN, we want to empower you to do what you're best at, designing electrical engineering projects. So this takes us to today's time-saving topic, automatic documentation. So here's a scenario I'm sure that you are very familiar with. Are you spending hours creating your electrical documentation manually, or having to develop scripts to receive simple reports, to bill of materials, wireless, terminal diagrams, and many more? Now, usually your project is only at 60% complete after your designing is done. Now, on to manually creating and updating those documentation and reporting, using Excel, using Word, and then you still have to cross-reference and complete your error checking. Ah, that's pretty exhausting. Wouldn't it be great if you could just skip those administrative tasks and be able to concentrate on being an actual engineer? Well, within EPLAN, you can now imagine completing your schematic design, and that's it. End of project. You can pull the required documentation that has been created automatically for you in the format that you have set up. Over 40 reports are done automatically as you are creating your project. So in this webinar, truly realize the difference between database-driven engineering software and drawing software. Right here, I'm going to show a slide here, just a little bit about the electrical documentation that has been done. It's done automatically within EPLAN. So we have different reports here: cable terminals, PLCs, devices, wire conductors, parts, cabinets. Also, we have the capability of not only creating those reports, but exporting them to the report type that you like: Excel, XML, text, or even PDF. And you can graphically configure all your reports. With this slide here, it just gives you a little bit more examples of some of the automatic generation of documentation that we can do. With diagrams and reports, you can even create your title sheet, your cover sheet, table of contents, parts list, device tag list, terminal diagrams, PLC information. All of this is done as you are creating your schematic. And when you make a change within your project, your documentation automatically updates. So you don't have to go back and wonder, did I remember to make that change in all my areas? It is done for you in the database system of EPLAN platform. I want to just discuss this slide really quick with you. It's a savings example that we have put together after talking to our customers that have come off of a CAD system and came onto EPLAN. A lot of them that come off of it, the biggest feature that they see, besides, the automatic wire numbering and the point-to-point connection, is the documentation work. Right there, by having all that documentation work done automatically for you, you save anywhere from 40 to 50% right out of the box. As I said before, you do your project, you engineer, you design, and you're done. So that is probably one of the biggest things I like to talk about when I am talking about this ROI calculator. And again, these numbers you can probably put your own numbers in there and try to figure out how many hours you would save doing all this documentation work, imagining us doing it automatically.